y'all. Hello. Listen, I wanted to let y'all see me do an unboxing of my 3D printer, and for those who are actually getting a 3D printer, you know, I want to show you like the really easy steps. Super easy to set up a 3D printer, and I'm gonna show you. So I've been had this 3D printer for about a week or so, or probably 2 weeks, and I haven't set it up. So I said, you know what, let me do a live video and show people like setting up your 3D printer, and it's so easy, y'all. It is so easy. And I'm gonna be talking about some Black Friday deals later on. So y'all come in. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments. So let me know. And tell me if this is your first 3D, or if you plan on getting a 3D printer, or here I got like 5 or 6, 7, 8 3D printers. Like, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if this is your first time with 3D. And honestly, this is a good time to ask questions about 3D if you are trying to get into the 3D field, because Bambu got an amazing sale at the lowest price ever. You're never going to see that price. Their machines is like $549. That is the lowest price that I have seen. And I've been doing 3D for about a year now. So this is the time where you get to see how I set up my printer. And if you do have any questions regarding 3D, listen, now is the time. I don't think I can see our comments. Now is the time to ask questions. I'm not sure if you guys are, let me see, hold on. Let me see, y'all. Because I'm not sure. Well, I can't see it in comments if y'all are saying good morning or anything. Let me see. Let me go on my Facebook real quick. Because I don't even see the comments. Hold on. Oh, my gosh. And I changed my password, too. So I don't even know my password. I don't even know my password, y'all. Somebody in the comments, say something in the comments so I can see it on my phone, because for some reason I cannot see it on my phone, and I don't even know my password to get on. Give me 1 second, y'all. So today we're setting up my 4th Bambu P1S printer, and ask questions. And also ask questions regarding 3D. Ask questions regarding 3D. All right, hold on. Let me see. Because some reason I cannot see if you guys are asking questions or just saying good morning. Okay, I see it. Okay, thank you. So that way I won't overlook anybody. Questions, good morning. I see it, thank you. All right. So today we're actually going to unbox this 3D, just for those who are actually beginners with 3D. And I wanted to show you guys, like, it's really an easy setup. So if you guys are wanting to learn 3D, now's the time to just ask questions and watch me set up my 3D machine. So, of course, I have 3 Bambu P1s. And then if you see this behind me, I got this Anycubic. I don't even want to talk about the Anycubic because I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, that Anycubic is going to give you a run for your money. But today we're gonna set up my 3D printer because I need to start printing. I got a lot of 3D orders that I got to print. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been using my 3D printer non-stop. My laser printer has not been used. My rolling printer has not been used. 3D, it's like everybody wants a 3D object. Everybody, you said, I want to purchase. Is it difficult to run? No, so stay on stay on so you can see, because I'm going to show you how to set it up. And then hopefully, if it's any event that you do have to leave, I'm going to try to upload it on my YouTube channel so that way you can go back and rewatch it. Good morning. Good morning. So it's super easy, but they said it takes 15 minutes to set up, but it's more like 30 minutes to set up. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out the box real quick. I should have had tipped this out the box already, but this is actually a full, we setting it up for the very first time, if that makes sense. All right. So, and can y'all hear me? Because I know I'm in my building, and then the voice of the echo do project a little bit louder. All right. All right, hold on. So when you do get, I recommend getting the P1S combo. The combo comes with the AMS, and you're going to need that if you're going to do multiple colors. One thing I do love about Bambu, they will give you some starter filament. So Bambu 3D printing is really low cost. Only thing you need is filament. And of course, if you want to get all that extra stuff, you can. Only thing you need is filament. So this is what you get when you get the combo, okay? Is it pricey? No. So Bambu have their sale for Black Friday for $5.49. That is the lowest. When I first got into 3D, I paid the full price, which was like $9 something, right? And then that's when they start having sales and sales and sales. And then I'm like, oh my God. So $5.49 is the lowest price I have ever seen. So if you are thinking about getting a 3D machine, I highly recommend for a beginners, Bambu P1S, and get the combo. Because if you want to do more than, four colors, well, if you want to do 4 colors, you need to get the combo. But if you want to do 5 or more colors, you definitely need to get 2 AMSs. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my machine. And then, of course, y'all can see the other machines right here. And then that one is doing work already. Okay. All right. So this is our machine. All right, so we're about to unbox, y'all. She said, what is the name of it? So it is called the Bambu P1S combo. So when you do go on the website, the printer is going to say $3.99. Do not get the $3.99 because you only can do one color. Go ahead and get Bambu P1S combo for $5.49. Also, what you also going to run into if you go on the official website, Bambu website, they're actually on back order with the P1S model because a lot of people is buying a lot. And I think shipping date is like December the 11th. However, if you have a Best Buy or if you have a Micro Center, we just went to the Micro Center yesterday and I got some pretty colors. I'm going to show y'all my pretty colors, y'all. Oh my gosh, so pretty. But if you have a micro center in your local area, you can definitely go in the store and pick up your printer because Micro Center reflects the price of whatever Bambu is offering. So if Bambu is offering the printer at $400, then Micro Center is going to offer it at $400 too because they're partners with Bambu. And then of course with Best Buy, you can get it from Best Buy. So if you actually go on the website of Bambu, their website is on back order and you're not going to get your printer fast. So I recommend going to Micro Center. Check out to see if you have your local Micro Center. My local Micro Center is 1 hour and 30 minutes away, and it's worth traveling the 1 hour and 30 minutes away. And My micro center, because I'm from South Carolina, is in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then of course Best Buy. Best Buy, they do have it where you can pick it up or they can ship it to you. Okay. So definitely, she said, what is the size plates for the P1S? So the size plate, ooh, and I love that. I got some knowledge, y'all. I got knowledge. The size plate for the Bambu is 256 for the side for the plate. And I'm gonna show you the difference between my Anycubic and Bambu. So this is the side plate. I mean, this is the plate. And honestly, what you don't want to do, I guess I'm giving y'all a little lecture too. What you don't want to do, you do not want to put your hands all over it because our hands track oil. So this will be very oily. Now, don't do what I do. You're supposed to you can wash your plate. For me, I be tossing my plates, y'all. I just keep buying them. All of these right here are plates that I'm just gonna toss away. That's what I do. I've been doing that for a year. Don't do what I do. Just wash your plates, and it'll be usable. But for me, I don't have time. If I can't print no more, I just toss them and buy another one. That's a bad habit. But anyways, you do not supposed to touch your hand on the plate because you don't want oil, and then of course it will not stick. Now, however, this is the plate of the Anycubic. The Anycubic is 420. This right here is 256. So you see how big this is? You see how big that plate is right there? Good morning. Good morning. So the Anycubic is real big. Right now I'm having some troubles with the Anycubic. So right now me and the Anycubic is not best friends at the moment. Because I need to figure out what is going on with my printer. And Anycubic, there's no support system. So one thing about Bambu 3D printers, you're gonna have to be your own tech support. Everybody printer is very different. Everybody printer is not gonna do the same thing. Everybody printer is not going to do the same thing. So you're going to be the doctor. You're going to be the tech support. You're going to be the builder. You're going to be everything. You're going to be everything. You're going to be everything. No, that's not somehow. No, that's just me. You got mad money. Ah! Listen, these are all of my new plates. When I tell you, these are all of my new plates, I just be tossing them, y'all. But don't do what I do. Wash your plates. But for me, I'm going to just toss them. Now, some of my students, they know that. Some of my students, they know that I don't wash my plates. So they'll come in my DM and they'll say, Kiera, can I just buy your plates for you? And honestly, what I do, I just tell them, just pay for shipping because I'm not going to charge you. Just pay for shipping. And that has worked where they know that I don't wash my plates. They just come into my DM and they just say, Kiera, can I get your plates? And I say, pay for shipping. That's it. Pay for shipping. Because, baby, I don't got time to wash it. I don't. Okay. So, like I said, it is super easy. So my good morning, what are we talking about today? So yes, for those who are tuning in, we are setting up my 3D printer. And also I do have some Black Friday deals towards the end where I'll talk about. But this is really for those who are really want to get into 3D printing. And this is the time to ask me questions about 3D. Because if you know, 3D is the next level. And now everybody is 3D printing up. I only have a year of experience in 3D, but I was able to change the narrative because when I was doing my research with 3D, oh, y'all can't see me. When I was doing my research with 3D, it was nothing but animals and figurines and stuff like that. So I said, how can I incorporate 3D into what I'm currently doing, right? So that's when I start, I'm all about beauty and fashion. So that's when I changed the narrative and just start posting my 3D stuff, and then it got a lot of traction, and then people who had 3D before are like, oh my gosh, that is so cute, and then they just start sharing their stuff, that's really the point I really wanted them to do. Is like, if you been had a 3D, why you have not tell us about this amazing printer? But anywho, a lot of people, they don't, you know, they are not required to tell you about their printers. So, but for me, when I get a new printer, I love showing you guys like what all we can do with printers and bring money to our community. All right, so but today we're setting up the 3D so that way y'all can see how easy it is to set up the 3D. And if you do have any questions regarding 3D, this is the beginners, because a lot of people keep asking here, what is a beginner's printer? I can only talk about Bambu P1S model because that's the only thing that I have. Of course, I do have this Anycubic. I'm not ready to talk about the Anycubic because I'm already having issues with this printer already. So I'm only going to advocate for Bambu because I got 3 Bambu printers, well 4 Bambu printers. And I want to show you like really how easy it is. If you are deciding to go into the new years with a 3D printing for your service, offering it for your service. Right now, Bambu have a sale going on. It is the lowest, and I'm not even a rep for Bambu. Bambu need to send me, listen y'all, Bambu need to send me some money. But anywho, Bambu have a sale going on for the P1S combo model for $549. It is the lowest price. I recommend getting that. It is the lowest price. And it does, they say it does take 15 minutes to set it up, but of course with me talking, it's going to take more than that. But it's super easy, and I'm going to go through the whole entire setup so that way you can come back and watch this later, which will probably, this video will probably be on my YouTube because with Facebook, it deletes after 30 days, I believe. So I have to put it on my YouTube. All right. So first thing first, you're going to go ahead and, at this point, you should already have took it out of the box. You're going to go ahead and take all the tape off first. I hope y'all can see it. Hold on. I'm going to try to, and I'm going to actually, let me actually turn it around a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to turn it around so that way y'all can see it real good. All right, hold on, y'all. All right, there we go. Okay. Let me know if y'all can see. So I probably can't see our questions at the moment, but, and then also we're going to talk about some Black Friday deals that I have offered that's coming soon. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. All right. So right now what I'm doing is just taking some of the stuff off. Y'all can see? Okay, cool. All right. So now, when you open up your machine, this is the AMS, right? This is actually going to be stuck. So do not try to force it out. Go ahead and open up your box because it's a special tool that you need so you can go ahead and loosen. So one thing about Bambu, they do have these little tabs to let you know where to take them off, okay? So you're going to go ahead and open up your box. So remember, do not try to force this out. Open up your box so you can get your tool, so you can go ahead and loosen it, okay? All right. So of course it tells you what all they have inside the box. This is your screen that we're going to go ahead and connect. Super easy. Of course, we got little cords. like some of the stuff you would not need. This right here is like the spool to hold your filament. You don't need this because we're going to be using the AMS. So this right here you don't need. This right here is like your nozzle. This is like an extra nozzle. It could be a 0.2 nozzle. Oh no, it's a 0.4 nozzle. So you don't need this unless you need to replace your nozzle, okay? And I'll show you what is the nozzle when we get to that point. All right. And then of course, this right here is your Allen wrench, okay? All right, so you got another one, girl? Yes, I do. I have another one. And then I need another one for my house because all of my 3D printers are here at the shop. And I need one for my house. So I'm about to buy probably 2 more. So I'm going to have a total of 6. Listen, I want to print from. I don't know about y'all, but I want to print from. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use our Allen wrench. So remember, do not force this out because we have to unscrew this. Okay? So only thing you want to do, I hope y'all can see me. Only thing y'all want to do is unscrew it. And then you can discard it because this is really, you don't need it. So we're going to unscrew to get to our AMS. Simple and easy. And at this point, you should already have downloaded the Bambu app. You definitely need to download the Bambu app. That's going to be a lifesaver. Okay. So now after I unscrewed it, we're going to go ahead and take it out the box. Okay? So this is our AMS that does multiple colors. Okay? I hope y'all can see it. Alright. So now, I don't know if y'all can really see it, but we have to take this part out. And like I said, with Bambu, talking about what do you make with the items, all I see is people with dragging. Yeah, so I'm going to show you everything I'm going to show you some stuff that I have printed out towards the end. And stay tuned because those items that I printed out, I will be selling for the very first time. I will be selling my STL file for Black Friday. So stay tuned for, what day I'm going to be doing that. So I have created some stuff because I've been getting a lot of requests of orders. But anywho, sorry y'all, I'm long-winded a little bit because I can talk. But anywho, what I love about Bambu is they make it so easy so you cannot mess up on it. They make it so easy. So all of these little extra arrows is for you to unscrew it. Okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and start unscrewing because we're trying to get this plate out. So sorry if I'm in the way. Hold on. So when I say that it is super easy, it is super easy. The setup is super easy. And we just went to the Micro Center yesterday because my best friend, now she wants a 3D machine and she's a nurse. And I'm like, girl, what you want a 3D machine? And she was like, well, I be wanting you to print out me some stuff, but you be saying no. So now I'm on my own 3D machine so I can print out some stuff. So I was like, okay, girl, is you gonna use it? So I gotta, one day I gotta go over there and help her set up her 3D machine. But honestly, she can really set it up herself because I might just give her this link and tell her, hey, watch this video and easy and simple. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just screwing the stuff to get that excess off. And like I said, I'm going to show you some pieces that I created with my 3D because honestly, even though you see dinosaurs and all that kind of stuff, you need to also think about when you get a 3D machine, you need to sit down and think, what type of items are you going to be offering for your 3D? So don't just get a 3D machine because it's the hype. You need to make sure that you're going to be bringing in money with your 3D machine. So you don't want to just be printing for nothing. You want to be printing with a cause, okay? Because 3D machine takes a long time. If you don't have patience, 3D is not for you. I do not recommend getting a 3D machine if you don't have patience, because there are really no help support. You're going to have to learn all the stuff on your own. And when I mean stuff, meaning like, why my printer is doing this? Like, you're gonna have to be your own ER doctor, if that makes sense. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and remove all of the stuff that I can remove. And I don't know if you see this, but a lot of people, what people run into is they try to get this out. Don't worry about that until the machine lift up and you'll be able to remove it. So a lot of people run into where, oh my gosh, I can't get this underneath it. Don't worry about that, because when the machine lifts up, you'll be able to get it, okay? Do it for her best friend. Somehow, how much was it? What's the size of the plate? Okay, I'm going to show you all of that. Okay, I'm going to show you all of that. Hold on. I'm going to show you all of that. So right now what I'm doing is just getting all the stuff out the way. I might, but I told my best friend, I'm like, girl, you was not going to use that 3D machine. So at this point, it's my 3D machine. To be honest, it's going to be my 3D machine. All right, so that's it. I think I done removed everything out the way. And that's it. So remember, don't worry about this, because it's going to lift up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn it on. The plate is 256. The plate is 256, and I'm going to show you the difference in a few minutes. All right, so the plate is 256. This is the plate is 256. If you look at if you look at Anycubic, this is the plate of Anycubic. This is the plate of Anycubic. So I can't really talk about Anycubic because Anycubic is a pain in the ass right now. But Bambu is 256. All right. So, my good people. Can you use Apple Computer? Yes, you can use Apple Computer. That's the only thing I use. I'm a Mac girly. Yes, you can use Apple Computer. But let me talk to my ladies. Let me talk to my fam. Listen. And hear me twice, okay? Read the manual. Please read the book, okay? This is going to help you guys. Read. Super easy. I had to tell one of my little friends, girl, if you don't open up that manual and read it. All right, hold on. So read. So at this point, you should already have your printer already open. You should already have downloaded the app, which I'm going to show y'all in a few minutes. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and set this plate up. going to go ahead and set this up as well. All right, so now we want to take out our manual. Simple and easy, y'all. Simple and easy. Simple and easy. So we already did some of the stuff that they told us to do anyways. All right. So let's go ahead and let's install our little display screen. She said they have two plates on the Market Center. I can't tell the difference. She said, what's your Anycubic doing? When are you ready to show the items? Can you show the largest thing you made with Bambu? I have not printed anything large with the Bambu. I'm going to show some stuff in a minute, and I'm going to show y'all the little two things that I did print off my Anycubic so y'all can see how big it is. But I don't think that I have anything that I printed on display here with the Bambu, because all of my stuff, what I do, I mean, honestly, I get sales and I take a picture and that's it. So I don't really keep a lot of 3D items in here, because everything that I do, I sell it. So that's why I said make sure don't be just printing just to be printing. Print to make a order. So that part. Okay, so we're about to install this. Super easy, super easy. We're gonna go ahead and connect this little wire. Hold on, so y'all can see. And I'm gonna try to answer all y'all questions. Right now, I just can't see it because I'm not in front of the phone yet. But I'm definitely gonna ask all of y'all questions. For those who are really, really seeking to get a 3D machine, because you need to take advantage of the sale now before it goes back up. So we're gonna go ahead and connect our piece. And then you're just gonna just put it in there. If I can get it in there. Hold on. Oh, if you are a student of mine, I forgot. I'm sorry. If you are a student of mine, we do have our last laser session tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will put the Zoom link inside of the portal. I forgot to make an announcement before I hop on live, but I'm gonna let y'all know in a few minutes after I get off live. Alright, hold on, y'all. Because this thing can be very tricky. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Come on. I'm trying to get this thing out the way. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. So now this is pop on. Y'all see it? Okay, that's pop on. All right, so our next thing that we have to do is assemble. We need to go ahead and assemble the AMS. Remember, the AMS is where your filament is going to be inside of. And I'm going to tell you something what I did when I very first got my filament and what I did wrong. So I'm definitely going to show you guys. So let's go ahead and set up our AMS. You're going to have your tubes. Okay. AMS, hope y'all can see it. Inside your AMS, you're going to have like these little descended packets, right? So when I very first got it, I throw those things away because you know how like when you get something for like, you know, when you buy clothes or when you buy, you know, whatever you buy and you just throw those little pieces away. I throw those things away, not knowing that I needed them. So with your 3D, this right here, you definitely do not want to throw this away, okay? Because this is going to help with moisture. Your 3D printer, your filament holds moisture. And then you can tell, when, like once you start printing stuff, you can tell, you know, that your filament may be wet and stuff like that. So what you want to do is you want to keep this. Also, on my Amazon storefront, I got the little beads, and you can also go inside a Hobby Lobby to get the beads. Now, other people, they have been very listen, I don't do all the extra stuff, but I might need to do all the extra stuff. But they print out the little stuff for the beads so that way they can know. But you definitely need to change out your beads, and you can tell when your thing goes from a 5 to a 4. So it's not only just printing, you still need to check to make sure that your filament is not wet. Okay, now the difference between now that Bambu added stuff, now when somebody asks me what's the difference between the AMS Pro versus the regular one, the AMS Pro is a filament, it has the filament dryer. So Bambu upgraded to, I'm taking this out of the pack. Bambu upgraded to where they have the filament dryer. So you can dry your filament. So that way your filament will not be wet. Now granted, we don't know if it's wet or not because I can't tell. But your machine will indicate if, I'll show you towards the end so y'all can understand like a 4 and a 5 is a no-no. Y'all gonna see a 4 and a 5 on my machine, which is a no-no. You need to at least bring it down to a 2 or a 3 or a 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5, that means it has a lot of moisture and your filament needs to dry. If you do get this without the Pro, like I said, you can utilize and print out beads and stuff like that to bring down, or you can buy an extra filament dryer to actually dry your filament. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn it around so that way y'all can see me actually fixing it up. So I'm gonna turn this around so y'all can see me fixing it up. Listen, when I say that Bambu sets everything up for you, you have no excuse. Bambu does it all for you. Bambu does it all for you. So we're about to set up the the AMS. Okay? Easy and simple. Easy and simple. Okay, and I'm gonna answer questions towards the end, being that I can't see. All right, so this right here is really extra tubes. Do not throw these away because throughout time your tube is going to rip and you're gonna have to replace it. And I had to do that with my very first 3D machine. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta replace a tube. So these are just extra tubes that you would need just in case if you got the tear and wear, because your machine is definitely gonna have some tear and wear if you've been printing a lot of times, okay? Like how my first machine, it has some wear and tears, okay? All right, so now, simple and easy. This is the cord This is the cord that goes to the AMS to your we're gonna call this your hub. We're gonna call this the hub, okay? And tell me how I'm doing, y'all, because sometimes doing these step-by-step like unboxing and try to like I don't know all the terminology, but I try to at least try to make it to where you understand it in our terminology, if that makes sense. Because I don't know all those terminologies. All right, so you're gonna have two cords. All right, one cord is gonna connect from the AMS to your hub, and then one cord is going to connect from your machine to your hub as well. Okay, so easy and simple. Let's start off with this one. So when you look at it, it's going to have like the 4 prongs, right? It's going to have the 4 prongs. And these 4 prongs, you just need to search where it needs to go. You already know your 4 prongs is going to go right here because it has 4. Simple and easy. And you're just going to plug it in. Okay. Then you're going to take, hold on, let me see if I can bring it up a little bit closer. Then you're going to take your other 4 prongs and you're going to bring it right here. So you really can't see it, but this is your 4th prong at the bottom, okay? So we're going to place it at the bottom. All right, so at this point, you should already have your 4 prongs already plugged up. Now, we're going to take our 6 prongs, and you can tell because it has 6. I don't know the terminology, but it has 6. And you're going to plug it from your AMS to your hub, okay? So let me slide this back so y'all can see. All right. You say you just connected yours. All right, here we go. So it doesn't matter which one goes. It doesn't matter. This is where, this other 6 prong is where if you're trying to connect 2 AMSs. So remember, you can print up to 16 colors. However, you have to buy additional AMSs. So if you got a color that is 5, you're gonna need 2 AMSs to hook up. So this is another prong that you can hook up for your AMS. But being that we're hooking up just only one AMS, it doesn't matter where it goes, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and place it here. And then I'm gonna take my last prong and I'm just gonna place it here. Okay? Voila, you are done. That's it. That is it. So now, what you need to do is, let's go ahead and turn it around. Oh, I forgot. I need to go ahead and plug it up too. Forgot about that. Easy and simple. It's really 15 minutes, but of course, I've been talking a lot, so it's been more than 15 minutes. But it only supposed to take 15 minutes to 30 minutes to set up. So easy to set up. And then I'll just go ahead and plug this in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and turn it around. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. You're going to take this right here, this tool, and you're going to place this tool in here, okay? So you're just going to place it in here, okay? Now, what I do recommend, when you get your machine, go ahead and start printing out the necessary tools that you need to print. For me, I like to print out this little AMS disconnector because guess what? Something might happen and you can't get it out, right? You see this? I can't get it out. But this tool right here, which is you can find this tool on the Bambu Lab. You can just type in AMS disconnector and you will find the tools that you need. You can print out a scraper, You can print out this tool. Like, this is my everyday tool that I use. So I don't need to print out nothing else. I just print out this tool right here, which is the AMS disconnector. So you can go on your Bambu Lab, on your Maker World, and search for AMS disconnector, because it's going to be where you cannot get your tools out, right? You can't get your tools out. And you're going to need to get your tools out because something might get stuck. So I take this right here, and then I push down on it. And voila. You see how easy that was? Simple and easy. So make sure you, when you get your printer, go to your Maker's World app, search for your AMS disconnector, and print these out, okay? And this will be a lifesaver. This will be a lifesaver. All right. So now we are done. Now it's time for us to turn on our machine and also connect our machine. Simple and easy. All right. So I'm just going to turn it around. And I'm just going to go ahead and connect it. I got to clean up all my stuff, y'all. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to turn it on from the back. Oh, also I forgot to take this piece off right here. So hold on, I forgot to take this piece off. There's another piece towards the back that you got to take off. So I forgot to do that. Let me find that tool real quick. So if you do have to leave, I will be putting this up on my YouTube channel, so that way you can come back and watch the setup part, because it's super easy. So that way, when you are thinking about getting your printer, you can go and go back to my channel to watch it. So now let's go ahead and turn it on. All right. So now that you see, you'll know that it is on. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit so y'all can see. Now, they say before you use, make sure you have read that manual. I told y'all got to read that manual. Read that manual. All right, there we go. I had to lift it up a little bit higher so that way y'all can see it. Okay. So now, I'm going to go ahead and hit next. It is not touch screen. I don't know why I was touching it. It is not touch screen. But let me go ahead and hit OK. So it says, before you use, make sure you have removed the screws from the hotbed. We did. Hold on. No, I didn't. It's some more screws that I forgot to do. Hold on. And I'm glad that they tell us this, because I forgot to do that. And of course, they got the arrows. So don't mind me, y'all. I'm happy right now. For some reason, I just get so happy when it comes to 3D printing. Like 3D printing, I'm telling y'all, y'all will be addicted. If this is your first time, you're going to be addicted. And also, I recommend, if this is your first time with 3D, go ahead and get 2. Save the trouble, go ahead and get 2. And then we're going to talk about some pros and cons of 3D machines. And then, of course, I'm going to show you, like, some stuff that I got around that's, 3D printing. And then what items that you give you, like, list of things of that you can print. Because, like I said, don't just print just to print. You want to print to make a profit or something. Don't print just to print unless you just want to print. So, yeah. All right, so I think I'm done. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's hit next. So now I'm just going to go ahead and hit North America. And I need to scan the QR code so I can connect it. So I'm gonna get my iPad real quick. Speak of the devil, my best friend just texted me. She said, "Good morning, my future millionaire. Have a good day." Oh, I thought she was telling me about her 3D machine. All right. Well, those are the type of texts I get from my best friend. All right, so let me go ahead and scan the app real quick. Hey, come on. I had it. Hold on. Try again. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna open up the app so y'all can see. Hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and open up this app. All right. So at this point, you should already have download and create a free account. It's definitely a free account with the Bambu. I'm gonna go ahead and bind it. Basically, when it's bound, that means we just connected it. So let's go ahead and confirm it. And let's allow it. And then right now it's trying to find the connection. Simple and easy. Now sometimes it be acting up, so hopefully it won't act up now. It's building connection. If the printer Bluetooth pairing request appears, please double click on the both printer and phone and click pair. All right. I should have actually did this on my phone versus my, what's the name? It says scan the QR code, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Hold on, let me make sure my Bluetooth is on. It's on. All right. Come on. Hold on. I'm gonna just set it right here so while that's doing that, I can answer any questions that you may have. Which printer is that? So this is the Bambu P1S combo. So the Bambu P1S combo, it is currently on sale for $549. It is the lowest price. I recommend that if this is your first time with 3D, you're gonna get addicted at first. You're gonna get addicted. If you got the space, go ahead and get two, because you're really getting the price for one. You're getting two for the price of one. As you can see, it's really not that big. To me, I say it's like an air fryer. So you can put it on your counter. You do not need to vent. You do not need to, what I would recommend is, you can walk away from your print. You can go to sleep. You can leave it on all day. You can go to work. What I do recommend is at least watch your print, at least at the first layer. Once the first layer is already adhered to the plate, then you can go about your day. You can print on the go. You can do whatever you want, because 3D takes a long time. 3D can take up to 3 days of printing, 1 day of printing. It depends on what project that you are doing. If you're doing like the Bath and Body Works soap, those are like 5 to 6 hours. Depends on your design. if you're doing, let's say, because I started off with like the purse, I did like the purse before. That took like a day and some change. So it depends on what it depends on what project that you're doing. Because I don't know what is going on. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Pair. All right. So I got it to pair. I think I did. There we go. Ooh, okay, we got it. All right. So now we at this part where we need to pair. Let me go ahead and set up my select your Wi-Fi real quick. Let me go ahead and put my password in my what's the name? Hold on. She said, how often do you need to change the packet? When it starts changing colors, or when you see that your moisture thing goes from like a 4 and a 5. I would tell you, I'm gonna show you that once I get to my computer, so that way y'all can see, because these are the things that I want y'all to ask me questions. For those who are thinking about getting a printer, this is the time to start asking a lot of questions while you got me on live. Like I said, I only have a year of 3D experience, and then I taught my community 3D as well. So I only have a year in here versus people who probably done been printing for a long time. But I know a little bit of stuff to know what I know, and I'm still learning every day. So this is what a year of can get. You can buy more. I've seen people that got 6. They've been in a year, they got 6, 7. That's how addictive 3D is. That's how 3D can be very addictive, y'all. All right, so now it's time to name our printer. Being that I got 4 Bambus, I'm gonna just be easy because mine is just called, I'm just calling mine Pretty 4. And I already know, honestly, I already know which one is one. Actually, it's out of order. This one is Pretty 3. This one is Pretty 1. This one is Pretty 3, 2, and 1. 2 and 1. But I need to actually switch them so that way it can say 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way, no. All right, so this is Pretty 4. So go ahead and name your printer. Confirm. All right, so now it's going to do like the little calibration flow. So this is the important part, because this is where we're still not done. You still got to lift up this stuff right here. So remember, don't try to force it. Do not try to force out those stuff because you don't want to harm the printer. All right, so when you see that it's about to go up, that's when you need to start grabbing, okay? So right now, I'm about to do like a cleaning the knobs, doing the auto bed, doing the vibration, and the modal noise cancellation. So this is where you need to go ahead and pick it up. And that's it. Okay. Do it have a camera? Yes. So the Bambu has a built-in camera. You will be able to watch it on your you'll be able to watch it. Oh, I don't think I can see. I'll show y'all inside the app. You'll be able to watch it on your app. You'll be able to watch it on your computer. You know, print as you go, because like I said, the printer can take up to a day of printing, 6 hours. It depends on what project that you are printing. Now, if you have an Anycubic, you have to get the camera. So it don't come with the camera, and you have to actually buy it separately. And I already bought it, but I don't even know how to put it on. So that's another story. So at this point, what we're going to do is, I recommend when you do your test print, do not put your pretty colors. Do not put your pretty colors. Do not put your pretty colors in. Go ahead and use the Bambu. Now I already got Bambu stuff, so I'm not about to open this. But like I said, when you get the combo, Bambu is gonna give you testing filaments. So go ahead and take out the testing filaments. Don't use your cute, pretty filaments, okay? So I already got some, so I don't need to take it out. So I'm definitely trying to organize. Now don't do like how I do. Now you're supposed to store this. You're supposed to store your filaments. Now I don't be storing my filaments, y'all. I don't. But like I say, do better than me. But that's when you can use like the filament dryer if you have it. Also, this right here, this is also on my Amazon storefront. This is good when you need to change out your filaments. Now, I don't do all that extra stuff. I'll just be putting it in the bag. And you would know if you need to change it when you see the color is changing. So right now I don't need to change it because the color is still blue. But you will know when your colors start changing. So you definitely need to get some of this. And if you need to get some ASAP, Hobby Lobby does sell it. But they sell the orange one, so it doesn't matter. So, like I said, I don't be doing all that extra stuff. I just be putting it in a little bag and call it a day. But you can go on the Maker's World and you can get the ones that fit in between. I'm just lazy. I don't want to do all that printing, and I just put it in a little bag. Oh, and I got some new filaments, y'all. We went to the Micro Center and I got some pretty filaments. Y'all probably can't see it, but I got some pink, some brown, and what I recommend, you're gonna really be using a lot of black and white. Stock up on black and white. Stock up on black and white. Stock up on black and white. So I do not buy filament from Bambu because I don't like the reusable spool because I'll be messing it up. So I get all of my filaments from Amazon, and then of course we was at Micro Center yesterday, so I just got some filament there. But majority, I get all of my filaments from Amazon, and it's inside of my Amazon store. So this is where I store all of my filament. As you can see, I need to organize it, but we'll get it one day. We'll get there one day. This right here is a pretty combination, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this is a pretty combination. This is the pink. I just got so much filament. It don't make no sense. Okay. And I got more filament coming. All right. So right now, I'm printing out an order. And I'll show y'all in a few minutes. Well, not in a few minutes, but I'll show y'all when I do my reel. But I'm printing out an order here. And right now, it's still doing what it's doing. But let me go ahead and show you some of the items that I printed out. And then we can talk about some pros and cons. And then we can talk about the Black Friday deal that's coming up. All right, hold on, y'all. Thank you. Can you change different colors from 4 different projects. Yes. And I'm also going to show you guys, like, hold on, let me get my stool real quick, so I can show y'all how to insert y'all filament, because some of y'all don't know how to insert y'all filament inside this AMS. So hold on. All right, I'm gonna try to set y'all up. I'm gonna try to set y'all up on my thing so y'all can see it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. I gotta step on my little stool because I'm short. I'm 5'2". I'm short. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all how to insert it in. Okay. All right. So what I recommend, hold on. I'm gonna do a new one real quick so y'all can see the new one versus like an old one. Let me find a new one real quick. So, hold on, give me 1 second. All right, so I'm getting the new one out real quick so that way y'all can see. All right. Okay, so this is an old one, but I'm gonna show you a new one. So what you're gonna do, simple and easy. You're gonna take, it doesn't matter where your colors go, but inside of the Bambu Studio, it does matter, because it needs to reflect, it needs to reflect wherever you place it. So if you place it at the 3rd one, then you need to color it at the 3rd one, which I'll show y'all and remind me. So anywho, you're gonna take this and you're just going to, I'm gonna touch this little thing right here, because what you're gonna do, this is what people do. They just poke it in here and they're like, oh my gosh, what I'm doing wrong. It's not going in. You know why? Because you need to press on this little button right here. So I'm pressing down on this button and I'm pressing up. So I'm pressing up when I'm doing this. When I'm pressing up, now it's going to feed. So when you get this button, press up. Okay? When you get a new filament, what I like to do when I get a new filament, I'm not using this color, but I'm just going to show y'all. Ooh, this is a pretty matte color. Oh my gosh. This color is so pretty. Look at this. That's a good combination. Ooh, so pretty. So when you get it, what I like to do is I like to cut. I just like to cut it. So what I'll do is I'll just cut this. Because sometimes your filament might be a little bent. Just cut it. Go ahead and take it. Remember, don't just poke it in here. Lift up this little nose and it will suck it in, as you can see. All right. Easy and simple. I really appreciate you. Oh, absolutely. Because some of these things, a lot of people right now, they buy these machines because of the hype and see what all they can do. 3D is more than just printing. Going off of Making World, more than just printing. You gotta really take the time with your 3D machine, because it's gonna be where you get your 3D machine, and then you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I hate it, X, Y, and Z. You gotta be able to nurture your machine and figure out your machine, because like I told you before, it's not going to be, you're not going to really find no YouTube videos like that to help. You're not going to, these are China made printers, so the tech support sucks. You're going to have to learn your machine, because everybody's machine is going to be different. So don't just buy a 3D machine because you see everybody getting it, but you need to still have the knowledge and the patience for your machine. Because like I said, I bought this Anycubic and I had to build it, and then now I only had it for about 2 months, and now, like, I'm telling y'all, when I say that I only had this for 2 months, and look what I done did and within 2 months. Now this printer look like I done had it for like 5 years. Right now, I'ma just, this Anycubic, I'ma just let God do what he do, and I'll figure this out in January, because right now, we not best friends. We not best friends. But anywho, right now the machine is calibrating. As you can see, it's calibrating. And of course, it's gonna ask you to do your test print in a few minutes. But right now it's just calibrating. Of course, that's the nozzle right there. That's the nozzle. Your machine will poop. If you don't know, your machine will poop. This is what it's gonna poop out. All of these stuff. You're gonna have a purge wall. Your purge wall is basically trying to purge the colors, so your colors won't like emerge or will merge into the print, however that says. But if someone asks why is this a purge wall, because it's trying to purge the colors, so that way your colors won't mix into like the red or the green or whatever. Is your machine loud when printing? So I mean, it's loud, but it's not like it's going to disturb your neighbors. You can tell the difference. Like, just say if I'm not upstairs, because at one point my printers were upstairs. How I know, I'm gonna say this, like, how when your child is playing and then all of a sudden your child got quiet, right? I don't have kids, but I know this. And all of a sudden your child got quiet and they doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. That's going to be your Bambu printer, right? Because you'll know that it's on, but it's not going to be a disrupted. But when you hear it's quiet, you're going to like, what? Well, okay, let me check on my thing. And then you're going to find out that maybe you ran out of filament, or maybe your print head fell off. Because it's going to be a time where when you're doing a long print, this is going to fall off. That's going to fall off, right? That's going to fall off. And you were like, God dang, only thing you got to do, put it back on. Just put it back on. Because that's going to fall off. It's going to be a time where you have screens. And it could be because you got a lot of oil. You probably can't see it, but you got a lot of oil on your plate, and it's not sticking. It's gonna be a time where I'm trying to think of all the stuff that happened to me. Like I said, it's gonna be a time where you done ran out of filament. And also the Bambu notification is going to tell you all of these notifications. So it's going to tell you. It's going to be a time where I'm trying to think. I'm trying to give y'all some more examples. I mean, those are all the examples that had happened to me. But it's more stuff that happened to others, because, like I say, everybody 3D printers are different. But definitely your plate is going, your head tool is going to fall off. Just put it back on. It's no biggie. And I'm trying to figure out what else. What do you use to wash? Somebody answer this question for her. What do I use to wash? This trash can. So don't be like me. I throw mine away. I throw my plates away. Do you think it's worth getting the H2D? one of my students have the H2D and the H2, I think, and she said that she loves it, and she said that it prints quiet. The noise is quiet and it prints faster. That's what she said. But I mean, for me, I'm okay with just buying P1S's. I'm okay. Of course, the new version, they have like, you know, laser and stuff like that. Are the plates expensive? The plates are like $15 and some change. You can really get, it depends on your project. You can really print up to probably about 5 or 6, you could probably get about 5 or 6, 7, 8 projects before you can wash your plate. Me personally, like I said, I do not wash my plates. Others have washed their plate. Me personally, I don't have the time. So don't do what I do. I want y'all to always do better. Wash our plates. So I can't really tell y'all in the comments. Y'all can tell them how y'all wash y'all plates, because I don't wash my plates. But the plates, you can get, listen, I don't get nothing off of Bambu website. I get everything off of Amazon. All of my materials come from Amazon. All of my filaments come from Amazon. I don't go on Bambu Lab to get filament. I get my filament from Amazon. I get my plate from Amazon. They're actually the same plate, because you got to also think about it. Remember, we are in business, so they're actually getting this stuff from overseas. The only thing they're doing is putting their name on it. So it's really the same thing. So I get all of my stuff from Amazon. And then if you go to my link, it's I think in the bio, click on it and scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says Amazon storefront, and then find like the 3D material stuff. That's everything that I use. I do recommend, for somebody, you know, did ask like what color you think I should get, whatever color you want, but you actually going to be probably using black and white the most, because most of the time, like, white is really the base of the, and black is really the base of whatever design that you're actually going to be using. Excuse me. And then of course, buy all these little cute colors that y'all see. So it's up to you guys on what filament should I get. Only thing you need with 3D is your 3D machine and your filament. It's a low startup cost. You don't need anything else. And of course your plates, if you need, you know, your plates. Okay, so she said, did your printer come from Amazon? No, my printer came from, majority of these printer came from the actual Bambu. Printer 1 came from the actual Bambu. Printer 2 came from Bambu. Printer 3 came from the Micro Center. Printer 4 came from Best Buy. So you can go on Bambu website right now. Bambu, but I don't recommend going on Bambu website right now because the demands are high. I'm gonna turn around so y'all can see me now. The demands are high because everybody and their mama is buying hold on. Everybody and their mama are buying 3D printers, and these print farms. Listen, I'm gonna be a print farm. These print farms are buying up all the machines as well. So I recommend, at least if you have a local Micro Center, go ahead and go to your local Micro Center. My Micro Center is 1 hour and 30 minutes away. It's worth the drive. Go to Best Buy. Best Buy, you can get your printer within a day, or if they have it in store, it'll be ready within an hour. So right now, I don't recommend going on Bambu official website to get your printer. If you like to wait, that's fine, because they're going to be, when I look on the website the other day, it says shipping date was December the 11th, I believe. So if you don't have the patience, don't. But let's get into all the stuff that I did create it with my 3D printer, so that way y'all can see it. Because a lot of people are like, oh, what can I print? Only thing I see is Only thing I see is nothing but dinosaurs. So I'm gonna show you, like, I did print some stuff that messed up, but I'm gonna show y'all that because, like I said, some of the stuff I print is for my clients. So hold on. So let me find it real quick. Okay. So now this is all the stuff that I printed for the academy now. Some of the stuff that I printed for the academy. Let's start with this so I can put this down. Alright, so this is my little tree, y'all. So we print, I don't know if y'all can see it. God darn it. So we printed out some, God darn it. So we printed out like some little cute ornaments for some money. Little cute ornaments. We're still in our Grinch theme. So if you are my PPG students, remember tonight is the last session and it's laser, but it's gonna be a short night because I don't have too much to do with laser for tonight. But anyways, we created this in 3D. This right here was supposed to be like a card holder. I gotta fix that. This right here, ooh, Jesus. This right here is our alcohol ornament, and then of course it has like some little sayings. I don't know if y'all can see it. Dang, I don't know if y'all can see it. But anywho, you put it on a tree. So it's a lot of stuff that you can create. So we created that. Hold on, let me put this back on my stand. And then of course we created, this is recent, we created the little mailbox. The little mailbox that y'all probably saw on, because I always give my students like some spotlights. So y'all probably see that. We did some little mailbox. And of course, we all obsessed with the little, what do you call it? The Bath and Body Works. So we did that as well. We did that as well. Well, we ain't really did it, but of course we did stuff like that. This right here, this is a fail print, and I'm gonna talk about this. So this right here is a fail print. So this right here, I was printing for one of my clients, and this is actually like a pencil holder. So this is, y'all might think that it's good, but it's not good. This is a fail print. So the reason why it's a fail print, because I don't know if y'all can see it, but this right here, as y'all can see, this is super blue. This right here is not really like blue. I don't know if y'all can see it real good. But this right here, what I needed to do was I needed to go back inside a Tinkercad. So we're using Tinkercad to make the 3D stuff, like custom 3D. So I teach students how to create your own, like this right here. Like all of this stuff we created. Of course, well, we didn't create the box, we manipulate the box. So you can basically go into Maker's World and you can manipulate stuff to make it your own. But like stuff like this, we actually created inside of two things. Now you can use whatever SVG edit software. You can use Silhouette Business. I don't use Silhouette Business. We use Lightburn because I have a laser machine, and like if you don't know, laser and laser and 3D goes together if you don't know. So we use Lightburn. Oh, it's cleaning the nozzle, calibrating your print. Okay, so your printer is ready. So it's done. Easy. So now only thing that you need to do is you need to do a test print, and I'm gonna show you that in a few minutes. But like I said, we use Lightburn And you can use Silhouette Studio. I don't use Silhouette Studio, but we use Lightburn, and then we take the SVG stuff from Lightburn to Tinkercad, and then Tinkercad is what's going to turn it into a 3D object, and then we export it from Tinkercad and we put it to our Bambu. So Bambu is where we're going to slice it and we're going to print it, and we're going to do all that good stuff. So it's basically 3 steps if you're trying to do custom STL. And a lot of people keep asking, Kier, can you sell your STL file? I'm gonna tell you, making custom STL file is not for the weak, because you know, if you are trying to get into selling your STL file, I would recommend at least slicing it first to make sure that all the levels are on, or maybe do a test print, or a small test print, because you're gonna find issues where people are probably gonna have issues with your print. But for the very first time, the stuff that I created for my clients, like these sorority stuff, I will be selling my STL files for Black Friday, and this is the one that I haven't posted yet, but I'm gonna show y'all the ones that I am going to be selling. So I gotta print out 2 more, because it's one for another Zeta, and then it's one for a nurse chapter. So I'm definitely, I don't know if I can see it. Hold on. Wait, let me turn my camera around. So these, I just created these like last week, but I had to create it for an order, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are so cute. And I haven't even done a reel on it yet, so I'll probably do my reel tomorrow. But these are a pencil holder, so these will be a pencil holders, and this is so cute. And I gotta do 2 more. I gotta do a yellow and green one, and I gotta do a light blue and royal blue. So cute, y'all. And it's a pencil holder. So I will be selling my STL files for Black Friday, and this will be my first time doing this, because you know, I like to tell people, you gotta learn. You need to learn how to do, like, you can really make it. It's really easy to make your STL files. It's super easy, and I teach it. So I will be majority of all of my files will be for sale for Black Friday. So for those who keep asking me, Kiera, can you sell your STL files for Black Friday, because I gotta finish up some more designs. And even though the designs that I have on will be on there, I may do some later on. So if you don't see anything to your liking, that's fine. I'll probably have some more added on probably next year or so, because December I will be shutting down. I'm going on vacation. So I'm super excited about that. So I got to finish it up. And dang, what I was talking about? Oh, sorry y'all, because I get long-winded. Yes, I'm trying to sell custom file for commercial use. Yes, absolutely, definitely. And for those who are, and let me tell y'all, hold on, let me talk to y'all in teacher mode. I'm gonna talk to y'all in teacher mode. Hold on. Let me talk to y'all in teacher mode real quick. So, if you are, this is 3 ways or 2 ways that you can utilize your printer. If you are thinking about getting a 3D machine, and your confidence in learning how to do custom, I gotta charge my computer, custom work, you can, number 1, you can sell your physical products. Number 2, you can sell your digital STL. So you gotta also think about, we are in this community where everybody wants a 3D machine. However, everybody don't have the time and the patience to create STL files. So if you got the softwares and you got the now, because honestly, you don't need a 3D machine. You don't really need a 3D machine just to sell digital stuff. You just need the software. And of course, Bambu software is free, because I recommend, if you are trying to sell STL file, you need to put it inside of Bambu Studio so you can slice it to make sure that whatever layers that you got is showing up, because it's going to be a time where when you slice it, all of your layers is not going to appear, and it can be different things. So you got to also think about that. So you can still get money two ways, by selling your physical stuff or selling your STL files. And 9 out of 10, when you post something, what they gonna say? Are you selling that file? Are you selling that file? So if you don't mind, sell your STL file, because there's also another extra source for you as well to make money off your STL file. Because once you print it and just say it was a custom order, and you know you're not going to use it, and somebody actually want that, you can just sell it. So just think about that way. When I get this 3D printer, I can either make custom stuff, or I can also sell my digital file. Hold on, y'all. Let me actually I need to plug up my computer, because of course we're gonna go over to my computer so you can see the inside of my Bambu, because I'm gonna get off at 12 o'clock. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, you guys. So before we get off to go over to the computer, you want to go over to your folder, and you want to print out a test print. Now you don't have to use the test print. If you want to make your printing out your tools the first thing, go ahead, but you definitely need to print out something. But I'm going to actually print out this little benchy, so that way I know for a fact that my printer is ready to go. So I think I already did it. Hold on. Yeah, so it's about to start printing. So it's going to be 26 minutes of printing. So I'm printing like a little benchy. So you definitely need to do a test print, okay? So we're going to go over to the computer, so that way we can go ahead and look inside of the Bambu Studio, because like I said, you need to learn all steps if you are thinking about getting a Bambu printer. Okay? So I'm trying to save y'all some money, because it might be where, oh, sorry y'all. Look, my shop is so, oh, right here, this is the biggest thing that I printed for the Anycubic. It's so big. That's the only thing. But I'm trying to save y'all some money, so that way y'all can say, you know what, Kiera did a lot of stuff, and I don't know if I got the capacity to do this. So I want to save y'all some money before y'all go buy these printers, and y'all be like, oh, okay, I don't know. All right, so hold on. Let me get my stand real quick. I gotta clean up. After I get off the line, I gotta clean up my area. All right. So we're gonna go over to, I wish I was actually on my my screen yard so y'all can actually see my files, but I'm actually on my phone. All right. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. I'm at my work desk, y'all. Yeah, I wish I was on my screen yard so y'all could see. All right. So, hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, she said, oh, you are really good at explaining things. Oh, thank you. Listen, I tried to explain it in a way, like sometimes I don't be knowing like certain terminology, but sometimes, you know, I try to explain it into our terminology. But let me see if I she say, dang, Best Buy sold out. Check your local micro center. What laser do you have or recommend? So before we get, okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this. So I just got this like August or something like that. But I normally be using my Omatech Polar. I don't know if they still have the Omatech Polar, or maybe, I don't know, it's probably another name. I don't know. Omatech Polar is where I do majority of my stuff. I'm not using this unless I have like a big project to do. So this one is the Omatech Pronto. This one is the Omatech Polar. So Pronto, Polar. And I'm still waiting for my rolling to come. I have not contact the movers to come and bring my machine, because I'm kind of scared, because my rolling is upstairs and I'm kind of scared, and so right now it's still upstairs at my house. But all of my machines are here now. Okay. All right. Why you didn't tell nobody you was going live? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going live. Sorry. I'm sorry. It was just a spur of the moment. Spur of the moment. Spur of the moment. Sorry. All right. I think I answered everybody. Did I answer everybody questions so far? Okay, so I'm gonna walk y'all through. I'm gonna walk y'all through A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Cause like I said, you need to know these things if you're trying to do custom. And then after that, I gotta go, cause it's 12 o'clock. I gotta go. All right. So hold on. All right. So, this is what I told y'all. Listen. Number 4, that's a no-no. Number 4, that means that it is super wet, okay? So that where your bees come into play. So like I said, do not do what I do. Make sure that you are really checking your AMS, okay? By putting those bees in. So don't do what I do now. Don't do what I do. All right. Okay. It keeps saying that I don't have no thing in here. I'll look at that. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all real quick. It say your AMS filament ran out. Please insert a new one. But I ain't got nothing else. What are they trying to do? Hold on. I'll look at that later, because I can do that off camera. Okay, so we're going to start with, like I said, number 1, number 2, and number 3, right? So number 1, and this is for, let me clarify this. This is for if you are trying to do custom stuff like the stuff that you saw me doing. However, if you are a person that don't like to do custom stuff, you can go over to your Maker Lab and you can find whatever you want to find and print on your Maker Lab, because it is free. However, I'm gonna just say keychain. However, I mean, you can print what they put on there, right? So it's kind of like you're gonna see some cool stuff, but it's not gonna be like custom stuff. And you already know, in the community that we are in, everybody wants something that is custom to our liking, right? So that's where it comes in. You need to learn how to create custom STL files, because that is what's going to separate you from the others that goes on Maker World. There is no problem on going on Maker World. I go on Maker World. I go on Maker World to use certain things and twist it to make it my own. That's what you can do. But you can directly print this off of Maker World. It does not matter. It does not matter. So if you are a person if you are a person that wants to print off of Make World, that's fine. But if you want to be a person that's going to stand out, you need to learn how to create. And we're not going to do that, because y'all can listen. I got a 3D Academy. I have a 3D Academy, y'all, which I'll talk about that later. But y'all can just print like that. Simple and easy. Download it and print. But let me walk y'all through what I use. And like I said, you don't have to use the software that I use. You use what you are comfortable with using. I'm going to have to say that again, because somebody's going to say, well, I don't know how to use this and I only know how to use Silhouette. That's fine. I don't use Silhouette because I don't even have a Silhouette. But I do have an account, but I don't have one. But I use Lightburn, okay? So I use Lightburn. Lightburn has a 30-day trial. Lightburn has a 30-day trial. The reason why I use Lightburn, because I have a laser machine, so it only makes sense for me to use Lightburn. And besides, only thing that I'm using in Lightburn with 3D is separating the SVG files. That's it. I don't use really no other tools. It's just like Photoshop. You're only using a small percentage, right? So Lightburn has a 30-day trial if you want to take advantage of that. However, if you want to use we call it Inkscape and Silhouette, the more the merrier. You can use that. I don't use that because I don't know how to do that. I only know what I know how to do with Lightburn. So and that's what I teach inside the academy is Lightburn. Lightburn. It's super easy. So Lightburn. Now, I was actually doing this, right? This right here, and I'll show you this too. Now don't look at all of my stuff, because listen, you know how like I'm chaotic in a way, and I know like all my stuff, what this means and stuff like that. So it's not gonna make sense to y'all, but it'll make sense to me. So when you go to Etsy and you or Creative Fabrica and you see this QSVG file, yes, you can turn that QSVG file into a 3D object. However, you need to have a software so you can break it up, because you have to break these files up in colors so that way you can import it inside of Tinkercad. That's how you're going to get your 3D. So this particular one was an SVG file, right? And what I also like to do is I like to look at the PNG file of it, and I like to put it by colors, okay? So try to make it real quick for y'all. These are separated by colors. You're gonna get this file. Your file, when it comes into whatever software that you're using, your file is gonna come just like this. Your file is gonna come just like this, right? So you're gonna have to break these apart, right? So when you break them apart inside of Lightburn, you're gonna have to ungroup them. You're gonna have to. My screen looks just like that. You're gonna have to ungroup them. So I love to start with the bottom part, because you like to, when you're importing your stuff inside of Tinkercad, it's easy to start from the bottom to the top, okay? You want to work your way to the bottom to the top. So I'm starting off from the bottom, and this would be my base. So I'm moving, oh, y'all can't see that. I am moving, oh, this is going to be a long replay. I am moving my base. So this is my base. And most of the time, your base probably will be either white or black. So this is why I said you might need a lot of white, and you need probably another lot of black. And a lot of black. So I'm moving this. So right here, I know for sure, without even looking at the picture, I know for sure that I want to group those we call those things like the shirts. All of this is going to be pink. So for me, what I would do is to group them all together. I'm going to hold down my shift key, and I am going to just group those items that's going to be pink. And for me, I know the bow is going to be pink, so I'm just going to group those items, right? So once I'm done grouping them, you can just move it over to the side just to make sure that you got it, right? Boom, bam. And now listen, this is one thing I love about Lightburn. Anything that is highlighted is going to be saved. So just say this right here is highlighted, right? I don't know if y'all can see it. This right here is highlighted. I'm going to save that. And that's the only thing that's going to be saved. So no matter what you see on my screen, it is not going to save. It's only going to save the highlighted part. So the highlighted part, so now it's time to export it. You're going to go over to your file, export, and you're going to save it. And you're going to give it a name, and you're going to make sure it is a SVG, okay? So give it a name, boom. Oh my gosh, y'all. It is a lizard in here. God darn it. Hold on. I got to get this lizard out because I don't like lizards. Y'all, I do not like lizards. This is the one thing I hate about having a metal building. Lizards. I hate lizards. Jesus. That thing was about to scare me. Oh my gosh. I hate lizards. I hate frogs. I hate it. Okay. I had to put y'all on mute because I was beating the thing out that lizard too. Okay, it can have the whole entire, listen. All right, so now, sorry y'all, because when I saw that thing, oh my gosh, I don't like lizards. I don't like lizards. I don't like frogs. I don't like no type of animals. No type of, All right. So, hold on. Let me get my, where do you live? So my shop is in the country. So I'm 30 minutes away. So I live in the city of Columbia, and then my mother lived in the country part, right? So in the country, if y'all from the country, y'all know deers and lizards and stuff like that. Can't do it. But I'm from South Carolina, and I live 30 minutes away from my shop, and my mama live in the country because the metal building is on her land. But hold on, y'all. I got to get my composure because I don't, even though I've been born in the country, I used to stay in the house a lot, but I don't do outdoors like that, and I don't like lizards. So anyways, okay. Now, if y'all can see my face expression right now. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me get myself together because I don't like lizards. I don't. Like, I was about to have a panic attack. If y'all, that's why I mute the thing because I ain't want y'all to hear me. Okay. Anywho, at this point, but I thought lizards and they supposed to be in hibernation or something. I don't know. But anywho, at this point, you should go ahead and save. Let me hurry up because at 12 o'clock I'm supposed to be off. You want to go ahead and save your work. Like once you get to like separating your stuff by colors, and I say separate your stuff by colors. Separate your stuff by colors, okay? And at that point, you'll go over to your Tinkercad. You'll go over to your Tinkercad. And I already did this, but you'll go over to your Tinkercad, and then now you know how like when you look and now you feel like you done see some more stuff. That's how I'm looking right now. You'll go over to your Tinkercad, and this is where you'll start building up. So you'll go over to now to import. You'll go over to here to import all of your files, all of your STL files, right? So you'll find whatever you was looking for, import it, and 9 out of 10. As you can see, all of this stuff is just layered. All of the stuff that we just did was just layered, right? Layer. Everything is layered. Layered. This is layered by color. This was layered by color and stuff like that, okay? Just layered. Once you get to a point where everything is cool, All right, I'm gonna just to make the video go real quick. Go ahead and blah blah blah. Once you get to everything is cool, you'll go ahead and you will union it, and you will group it and union it. Dang, I can't get my words out. You will go here, and then you will click this, and then of course, hold on, let me show y'all real quick. You will highlight it. You will click this, and then you will bundle union group. Same thing. Then after that, you'll go ahead and export it. Now, this is the other thing. Now, and special shout outs to Jasmine, because Jasmine taught us this as well during the academy. We'll like to do, I like to do the OBJ. You can do the STL file, that's fine. But the OBJ is going to save you time because you don't have to color twice. So for me, I'll just go ahead and do the OBJ. Go ahead and open it up inside our Tinkercad. Hurry up. And I'll pull it in real quick. As you can see. And this will also, now honestly, I should took y'all to the back. Like, I need everybody, I'll be not mad, but the ones that are starting now, y'all got it good, because back when I was still learning it, I had to color everything. So I need y'all to do the long way first before y'all can do the shortcut. But now y'all got it so good now because y'all don't have to color. Because I used to hate coloring. Like, when I say hate coloring, I used to hate coloring. But the OBJ file is where you don't have to, and this is wrong anyway, so don't mind me. I'm just trying to show y'all example. But anywho, doing the OBJ way is where it limits you to not have to color twice, because back in the day, a year ago, we had to color and we had to paint our section, and that took a lot of time too. But anywho, you'll slice it, and then of course it'll tell you, you know, how long it would take, but also your sizing do come in fact. So you start off with, if you're trying to do a custom, you start off with your whatever SVG file software that you're going to use. If you're going to use Lightburn, or if you're going to use Inkscape, or if you're going to use Adobe Illustration, or if you're going to use Silhouette Business Edition. Use whatever you are comfortable with using, okay? Once you use that, you're going to take it inside of your Tinkercad to create that 3D effect. Then after that, you're going to export it out of Tinkercad, and you're going to bring it into your software. So if you're using Anycubic, that's fine. If you're using Bambu, that's fine. Somebody got a software that you got to slice it and print it. And then, of course, the magic happens, okay? So, hold on. She said, so you only layer it if it's different colors. Correct. So my for example, let me find something real quick. If you, for example, let's find something real quick. I'm gonna just find this. For example, if you find an SVG file, hold on. Actually, let me go to Create Fabrica real quick. Let's say, I don't know, SVG Christmas. Cause I gotta go, y'all. I gotta do some work. And I gotta prepare for tonight. All right. Let's find something with color. All right, this one. Let's just look at this one real quick. So if you find a cute SVG file like this, right? Off the back, how many colors this is? How many colors is this? How many colors is this off the back? It's five colors. So it's 5 colors. So number one, it's 5 colors. Number two, you got to use another AMS. But you can probably get away with probably printing this brown and it could be full colors. But you would have to, at least for me, it's easier to separate it by color. So you would have to take this apart inside of your SVG software, and you would have to take this by color, and then you would import those SVG files into Tinkercad by layers. So whatever, like I will start with the bottom. The bottom will be the black. That will be your bottom, your outer layer. And then after that, I will start with importing this, because this would be the next layer of brown. Like this would be on top of that black. And then of course I'll go ahead and start with the pinks, because I can put the pink on top. That'll be the next layer. Then of course we'll start with like the white. That will be the next layer, and then the black will be the last. So you want to do them by colors, if that makes sense. So you know, it is time consuming. So think about, and this is a closing part. Let me show my face. So think about when you are about to invest into your next machine. Think about, is 3D is for me. Don't just buy 3D because you see everybody is buying it, but you got to have the patience and the time to do this. So just think about what I am going to offer for my business. If I'm in the craft industry, what can I do for my business to incorporate 3D with it? So just think about that. And then also think about, if I buy one machine, who about to wait 6 hours? And I got another space. I might as well go ahead and buy two, because your first project is probably gonna be 6 hours. If you're doing anything like those Bath and Body Works, those are 6 hour tops, depending on your design. So just think about that. You're gonna have to wait 6 hours. You can always utilize your phone, because you'll be able to see what's printing. You can hold on. You can, that's printer too. You can look at the camera, and you can see it being printed. Also, you can utilize as you can see it's being printed. You can utilize your phone on the app and look at it if you out and about. You don't have to babysit it. Only thing I do recommend is to at least watch the first layer to make sure that it is adhere on the plate. If you are new to 3D printing and you know that you're going to be into 3D printing, if you got the money, go ahead and buy two, because you're really buying two for the price of one. Because when I first got into 3D printing, it was at the regular price, and now it's at this amazing price at $549. So just think about it. Still do your own research. Don't just take my advice like, I'm gonna go ahead and say go ahead and get it. No, before you actually swipe that card or whatever, make sure you still do your own research, because at the end of the day, you will still have to be your own tech support. There is nobody to help you with 3D. It's gonna be a love and a hate relationship, but I still love it. But it's still a love and a hate relationship. So I will be. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at a text. I will be, like I said, I will be selling my STL files for Black Friday. This will be my first time selling my STL files. And I will be, to give you guys, for those who are, probably want to know what is majority of, those sororities, STL file, because I've been actually making a lot of sorority stuff. So, that's really going to be the bulk of my, STL files for Black Friday is sorority stuff. So, and then probably like a little bit of stuff that I did create or whatever, but majority of it will be majority of the sorority stuff. And you'll be able to, purchase those STL files. I will be having a Black Friday sale on the 3D Academy. So my 3D Academy is monthly subscription. So that first month it will be $99. It will be $99, and then of course the remainder will be, my academy is actually $149 because I teach laser and I teach 3D. Because for me, it makes sense because I have a laser machine and a 3D machine. I cannot separate it. I cannot separate it because 3D and laser go together, and you will know that once you start indulging into 3D, that 3D and laser actually do go together, and which is why 3D Bambu has a 3D and laser 3D printer together. So once you start doing your research, and you will understand why 3D and laser go together. That's why my academy is at that 149, because laser itself is, you gotta have work and patience for that too, and of course 3D. So my academy is actually 149 a month, but for the first month, which if you are on my email subscription through ppgacademy.education, you will receive emails about our Black Friday deal that's going on for 3D Academy as well. I may have a sale for my Canva Academy or my Photoshop, but mainly I probably would have just for my 3D for sure. And what I may do is in January, I may host another. If you missed my very first free 3D Academy, and that was a big turnout, in January, I may do another free 3D 5-day. It was like a 5-day boot camp. Another 5-day boot camp. So I may do that in January, not in December, because in December I will be taking a vacation, and a long vacation. But in January I will be doing another free 5-day 3D. So even if you didn't take advantage of the Black Friday sales to get the 99 for the first month, you will just have to wait until I launch the free 3D. But we are still welcome, you guys, either or, if you decide to come. And then also, you can look before you even make your commitment. You can look inside of the academy. Go on PPG Academy. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Go on PPG Academy, because I'm very transparent in a way. Don't give me your money if y'all ain't gonna do nothing with it. Go on PPG Academy Education, and you can scroll all the way down. Oh, and also in January, my website is going to be changing, so I can't wait for that. My website is not going to be planes anymore. But anywho, go where it says flight itinerary, and it's going to say view inside of Academy 3D and laser, right? So you're going to, of course, you're going to see that 149, and it's going to say laser 3D, all right? So you're going to go, and you're going to look inside of everything, just to make sure, like, oh, okay, I think I want this. Okay, cool. So everything that, you know, is listed, if it's saying 3D or if it's saying laser. Hold on, y'all can't see. If it's saying 3D or if it's saying laser. So it's a lot of stuff that we have, and this is a monthly subscription. So with the monthly subscription, every month is a new lecture. So it's like an ongoing thing, right? So don't, even if you join today, yes, you can watch everything else, but every month is a new lecture. Is the subscription. So it's like how you pay your phone bill every month so you can talk. That's the same thing. So every month you get new lectures. But like I said, I make sure to look at what's inside before you actually purchase, because I recommend, if this is your first time with 3D, do not jump. Now, if my students in here, what do you recommend? Do not jump. Now, if this your first time, don't jump to this, we're gonna say, don't jump to what was popular, like the NFC or like a money bank, or don't jump to the stuff that's all the way at the top, because you're gonna be confused. I'm gonna need you to go to the beginning of, hold on, all of this is what's the name right here. I'm gonna need you to go to the beginning so you can learn different things, right? So you can get to know your Bambu studio. So everything that I just broke down with y'all it's kind of like how I'm teaching anyways. So that's really my teaching method. So do not go all the way up to the top because you're going to be confused. I need y'all to look at this and actually read it, because 3D is not just printing. I'm gonna just print something. No, you gotta understand it. You definitely gotta understand it. So definitely go down to where it says 3D course, and I promise you, I got a lot of results from students. I done put everybody on. Now they're on printer number 4, printer number 5, printer number 6. All because of I laid out the foundation. Once I laid out the foundation, and you already know how to make your stuff, and you no longer need it, that's fine. I want to still see your work, because I'm going to give you that foundation, and then whatever else that I come across, I'm going to give it to you. But I lay out that foundation so that you will not have to worry about how to do this or how to do that. And honestly, we started out of how to color. So those who are actually coming in, you got really good, because y'all don't even have to color anymore. But my students back in the day, when they was learning with me, we all had to color. Those was the days we had to color. And I'm kind of like, oh, y'all need to start from the beginning. That's how we had to get it out the mud. Y'all got to start from the beginning of learning how to color. But honestly, you really do need to learn how to color, just in case if something goes wrong something goes wrong inside and you may have to color out a particular piece. You still need to know how to color. So still learn how to color. Okay. So it's a lot of stuff, like I said, that is inside of the academy, and it's still an ongoing academy because it's a monthly subscription. So I will be, like I said, if you are on my email subscription, and I may have my assistant probably post something on Facebook page as well, just in case if you are not on my email subscription, so that way you guys can get the first month for $4.99. And then of course, like I said, I lay out the foundation. So think about, like I said, do your research before you purchase, before you give them $600, because you gotta buy some filaments. Before you give them $600 or so, make sure you do your research still. Even though I didn't tell you everything, well, majority of everything, you yourself need to do your own research to make sure that is this 3D printer is for me. Okay, is for me. Oh, she said I want to join so bad. Let me make sure that I check get them 3 day. She said get them 3 day. I don't know. It might be a 3 day. It might be a 3 day or a 5 day. But honestly, it's 5 days is needed with to do 3D. 5 days needed. We'll see. But in January, if it's not January, it may be February, because January I got a business trip to go to. But I'm try. Either probably January. I'll probably promote. No, I don't know yet. But I know I will have to start promoting soon for the 5 day boot camp. So even if you don't get the Black Friday rate, which would be $99 for the first month, I don't know what I might do. I'm gonna talk to Tanisha. Tanisha's like my assistant, and she's like my firm person that's gonna say is I'm gonna keep it for $99 for the whole time, or if I'm going to do it for 1 month. So I got to ask Tanisha on that part. So once I ask Tanisha to see what I want to do, and that's Tanisha texting now. Once I talk with Tanisha and see how should I do this, because like I say, even though she the boss too, in a way, but I'm gonna ask Tanisha what I should do. My final decision. It may be $99 for going, or it may be $99 just for that first month. I don't know. But if you don't get it, you can wait till I drop the dates for either January or February. It'll probably be, I know for sure, it'll probably be January, but it'll probably be at the end of January. I'm gonna do another 5 day free boot camp. And like I said, if you didn't came to the other one, the first one, the community was, oh my gosh, when I tell you my community, even though I was listening, everybody got some gems because you gotta think about it. It's people that's coming in there that already know about 3D machines, right? So they giving us gems as well. So I'm like, okay, I'm soaking it up. I'm soaking it up. Because you got to think about it. 3D was already out here. 3D was already out here. I just kind of made it look good with all these fashion stuff. So absolutely, one more time before I go. You can search your local micro center. You can search your local micro center. Bambu official website is on back order. They're not gonna start shipping probably until December the 15th or December the 11th. You can check your local Best Buy. I saw somebody say their Best Buy is sold out. Right now, it is in high demand because you have those print farms that's gonna buy up all of those machines because nobody has not seen Bambu prices at $549. So the combo is at $549. That is the lowest. And I recommend go ahead and get in two, because if not, they're gonna go ahead and jump it back up to $749. And who wanna pay $749 when you could pay $549? So I will be getting two more. Honestly, I will be getting two more, and that would complete me for having 6 of them. But I think their sale, I think Bambu, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, Bambu sale, Black Friday sale ends in December. So you still have time to purchase your machines, and they do pay, buy now, pay later. So you don't have to worry about it. You can make it in installment as well. And that's all I have. That's all I have for today. And I'm really over it. But I think I'm over my, she said, or the end of January. She said due February. Oh, okay. So I love that. Anta is my PPG team member. Yes, Anta, thank you. Okay, so Anta has spoken because Anta is also one of my team members as well. I'm going to promote it in January, but in February, I'm going to do, she said, I love the last boot camp. Yeah, so in February, we'll do the Valentine stuff. No, wait, no. Dang, I can't. No. I need to actually really promote it in December. So that way in January, we can do the Valentine's Day stuff so that y'all can have time to promote it. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna do Valentine's Day stuff for January. So it gotta be in January for it to make sense for y'all to make money for Valentine's Day. So I'm trying to think. I'm gonna have to promote it the beginning of the end of December, the beginning of January. I'm gonna have to promote it. So that way in January is the class. So the class will probably be mid-January. The class will be in mid-January. So that way we can have time to do for Valentine's Day. So Answer, please remind me that in my text message, because I'm going to forget that. So I need to, or if Tanisha is watching, please let me know, put a little note so I can remember. Here, start doing your promotions like the end of December, beginning of January, so we can prep for the it's going to be 5 days, 5-day, free 3D thing. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I think the first week of December. No, not the first week of December, because I'm shutting down. Answer. I'm shutting down for December because I'm going out of the country. So I'm shutting down. Because you're gonna be so confused. Okay, cool. All right, you guys. So I have to go, but I appreciate you guys for watching. I will put this on my, because Facebook delete these videos. I will put this video so y'all can rewatch it on my YouTube channel. So it's really PPG Academy. Just search PPG Academy if you need to go back to watch how to set up your 3D machine. Super and easy. Make sure you do that. But I enjoy you guys. For those who are in my academy, tonight is our last night, which will be the laser session. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up that Zoom link inside your portal. So I will see y'all tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight is gonna be short and sweet because I mean we're really not doing too much with laser, but I would like to talk to y'all anyways so I can give y'all a reminder of our vision party. Vision board party. We will be having our vision board party in the community in December. So I already got the date and stuff like that. So I will see y'all later on. If you in the academy, see y'all later on. And y'all have a good day. And if I don't see y'all, happy Thanksgiving. And I wish y'all save me some plates because I ain't gonna eat. But y'all save me something. Save me something. All right, you guys. So y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all.